See, right now I agree with you, okay, but this one was for static one, okay, because I wanted you to understand file handling, not about average petrol prices. Okay, the point here was कुठे होता रे इतके दिवस लास्ट वीकेंड काय त्याच्या लास्ट वीकेंडला पण नव्हता दांड्या मारतो अक्षय परत. So our point was to understand how to split and how to do the file handling, how we open it, how we read it. Okay, then how many of you did that alternate we did it here only, right? Alternate 10-10, everyone able to do it? Everyone ka when you open file, right, instead of open call you will do what? You will create a, see, those who are on 3.x, right, for them, instead of open, right, you should do this. Instead of that you should do what? File IO and give the name of the file. Here also you give the name of the file. Why? Because seeking is not supported with text IO wrapper. That's why you should use what? File IO. So file IO supports what? Seeking. And file IO is present in which module? IO. So you will do IO dot file IO and you will import what? IO. समझ रहे क्या? उतना ही डिफरेंस है, ऐसे ज़्यादा कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं है. At the end it is file handling. You are opening a file, reading the content, right? You are playing with it, you are processing on it. File handling is only that thing where you play, process with the file. That's it. Okay. Then what was another assignment? Longest line. Yeah. So I think Vishwa had updated on GitHub, so I could see his program and he has done it correctly. Longest line and shortest line. Are you able to do it? Pooja, are you able to do it? Longest line. तू करते का? नाहीतर आयुष्यभर फक्त व्हिडिओज बघत बसायला लागेल. कधी करणार आहेस? 10 ते पंचांग घेऊन येऊ का? मुहूर्त वगैरे काढून देतो. कुठला दिवस चांगला आहे काय? इफ यू आर नॉट डुईंग देन देर इज नो यूज, राईट? नाहीतर मग तुझ्याकडनं पण मला व्हिडिओज काढून घ्यायला लागतील. So it's important, right? If you are not doing assignments, they are not going, then nothing can help you. So the longest line program is again simpler one. What do you do? What do you do for longest line? So instead of read lines, now try to do it with read line. Because read lines will do what? It will read the whole set of lines in list. So you are consuming more space, because it has to be read in what? List. Let's say there are 1 lakh lines. So at that time you need to bring what? 1 lakh lines in memory. Then what is better option? The better option is to use read line. Instead of using read lines, use what? Read line. So what we can do? We can open a file. So assume that it's written in function. So open name of the file. So let's say it is coming as name. So it will not give here double quotes. So def longest shortest line and name is coming to it as an input. So I have opened the file, okay, and then I perform the check on if fd not equal to none. How many of you have added this check? So those who are doing programming, right, they should now try to improvise on this front. Once your logic is clear, once your thinking is getting built, the next step is trying to make your program a program which handles all type of use cases, and that is the next step. So first program करने को आना चाहिए, at least best case में program run होना चाहिए. Second case is once that is running in best case, now you should try it for worst cases. Okay. So if fd not equal to null, what we have to do now? We have to keep on reading the line. So line equal to fd dot read line. So first line will be read in my line, okay, and first line I will call it as longest as well as shortest. Now I am writing both thing in one code itself. Okay, you might have written two functions, which is absolutely fine. I am writing it in one. Okay, so what I will do is max line equal to line and mean line equal to line. So the first line itself I call it as what? Maximum and minimum. Because I don't know, right, in the file which line is maximum, which line is minimum. So for me, for time being, first line is what? Minimum and maximum both. Okay, then I run a loop while line not equal to empty. That means until I reach what? Last. Until I reach what? Last. Okay, while line not equal to empty, what should I do next? What should I do next now? Read the line, right, and then compare the length of max line and mean line. We wanted length also, right, as output. What was the output expected? Length also, right, but we can return len of this, so that is absolutely fine. No need to have length variable. So then we read the line. So line equal to fd dot read line. Now what will happen? Now because of this loop, what will happen? It will keep on reading the lines until you reach what? End. Until you reach what? Last line. Or until you reach what? Empty string. Now there is one catch here. For minimum line, when you read the last line, that is empty string, right? The length is going to be only 1, and that will become what? Minimum. But you don't want that as minimum because that's empty string. That's end of line. So we'll have a check. If line equal empty. So actually instead of this while line not equal to empty, we can put what? While true as well. But there is a possibility that our first line itself, or there is nothing in the file. So we don't want to go in the loop. That's why if line equal empty, we will just do what? Break. Why I have added this? What is the purpose of this? Why I have added this? Blank line still will have backslash n, but when you reach end of file, it's going to be empty. समझ रहे क्या? Blank line still has backslash n, but when you reach end of file, there is nothing. So what will happen? If you try to find out length of this, it has backslash 0 in it. There is a backslash 0 in it. So what will happen? You will call that as minimum line. But was that line part of your file? No, it was end of file. समझ रहे? इसलिए अगर हम लास्ट में पहुंच गए तो क्या कर दो? Break. So that you will not change your mean line to this one. Otherwise your mean line will change to this one. End of EOF character नाही आहे असा explicitly. जसं आपण C मध्ये EOF वापरतो तसं इथे EOF character असा explicitly नाही आहे. So if line equal empty, just break. Okay. तू एक लाइन लीव केली ना, लीव केली म्हणजेच तू काय दिलं? बॅकस्लॅश n. मग बॅकस्लॅश n is not this. Are you understanding? When you have empty line on in your file, that is not actually empty. It is having what? Backslash n. समझ रहे क्या? It's not EOF. It's backslash n. So when you reach at the end of file, after that when you read line, there is nothing to read. That is empty. समझते का? हाँ. कशाला स्प्लिट करशील? बॅकस्लॅश एन ला. बॅकस्लॅश एनचं हँडलिंग वेगळं कर ना. When you are splitting, right? Don't split if the backslash n is there. जे आपण पहिल्या प्रोग्राम मध्ये केलं. पहिला प्रोग्राम कुठला केला होता आपण? तो config parserचाच. Right? There we checked if just starting with hash, continue. Similarly, you added what? Starting with backslash n, continue. Because if you split it, you are not going to get any token, and when you try to access the index, you are getting index error. So if line equal empty, break. Then next step is what? If len of line is greater than len of max line. what you will do? Max line equal to, yes, max line equal to line. And similarly you will do what? If ln of line is less than ln of mean line, you will do what? Mean line equal to line. And you will continue. So this loop will keep on running because you are doing fd dot read line, right? Once this loop terminates, either it will terminate from here or it will terminate from here. Mostly it will terminate from here, not this one. This condition is just an entry check condition. The termination will happen from here only. Okay, so once you break out, just do what? Just do what? From here you can return what? Mean line and max line. From this same column of while, you can here do what? Return mean line and max line, and there you can print what? Their length and the respective lines. झिरोची गरज नाही आहे ना, मी डायरेक्ट पहिल्या लाईनलाच सांगितलंय मॅक्सिमम आणि मिनिमम, त्यामुळे करायची गरज नाही. इफ यू आर नॉट कॉलिंग फर्स्ट लाइन एज maximum minimum, then you have to take it as 0 or empty string based on what you are doing. See, I didn't took count variable. Why? Because if I have line, I can get the count, right, by calling length function. Okay, is this clear? So this will return what? Longest as well as shortest line both. Then what was next one? Count character, word and lines, right? Yes. So how many of you have done that one? Chala? Good. So I think many of you have done. हमें पता ही नहीं ना क्या चल रहा है. तब्येत ठीक है ना अभी? मागे तुम्ही केलं का हो? किया तुमने? नहीं. क्यों? टाइम नहीं मिला. टाइम नहीं मिला या तो अभी कभी कर. तू केलं करे पंकज का? Okay, so what I will do is, this week I will not give any new assignment, but in next week I will want that all assignments must be done. जे काही मागचं पेंडिंग आहे ते सगळे असाइनमेंट झालेलं पाहिजे. आणि या वीक मध्ये जरी मी सांगितलं की हे असाइनमेंट आहे, तरी I will not expect that it will be done in this week. I will expect it should happen in next to next week. Clear है का? But I want that all pending assignments should be done. नसेल तर fine. Okay, so this was there. Then that one was, that is also an easier program, so there is nothing difficult in that. Then what was next one? एवढेच होते ना? Okay, good. Okay, so now usually what happens with file handling is, you do open read write on file, but at the same time you most of the time play with the path of the file. You are doing something like path, changing the path, converting to absolute or relative path, or you get the path of the file, you want to know the extension of the file, you want to just know the name of the file. So there are various operations which you perform on path of the file. Okay, so if you want to manipulate the path, if you want to play with the path, the module name is OS. In the OS module there is a path module which is present in it, which provides us the methods which are helpful for path manipulation. So if you do import os.path, or you can import os, and then you can use what? Os.path. So this os.path will provide us the methods which play with what? The handling of path. So what you can do, start Python prompt, do import os.path, OS म्हणजे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम, शॉर्ट फॉर्म वापरलाय त्यांनी. तुमचं काम कमी व्हावं म्हणून, तुम्हाला टाईप करायला कमी वेळ लागावा म्हणून. So if you see now the first method, so those who are looking at presentation, they might find the list of methods as it is already written, that's okay. So if you see, if you import os.path and then let's say you have a name of the file and you want to convert that name of the file to absolute path. What is absolute path? There are two types of path, absolute path and relative path. The path which starts from root directory is known as absolute path, and the path which starts with reference to other than root directory, then it might be current directory or it might be something else, but which is not root, is known as what? Relative path. Okay, usually relative path starts from current directory, usually, but that's not every time. Okay, so if you want to convert a file name to an absolute path, you should use what? ABS path method. So if you call this ABS path method, it will return you what? The absolute path. Okay, I have given it name test. So what it did, it prefixed with /home/Jitendra. /home / जो है, it's a root. So in root there is a home directory, and in home there is a Jitendra directory. So, and I am running this ABS path from my home folder, that's why it has added what? /home/Jitendra. So if I run it from Python programs, it will add what? /home/Jitendra/Python programs /test. It doesn't go and verify whether there is this test file present or not. The work of absolute path method is not to verify whether that file is existing or not. The work of absolute path method is just to convert whatever file name you pass to absolute path. समझते का? Absolute path method will not check whether your file exists or not. It is like a string manipulation function which does what? Whatever name of the file you are passing, it will be prefixed with pwd. It will be prefixed with $pwd. What is $pwd? Current directory चा पूर्ण path from starting from root. It will just do that. समझते का? Are you getting it? Everyone, is ABS path method clear? So it will not, it's not file verifying. The methods are what? Manipulation. So basically it's like a string manipulation. समझ रहे? आपने कॉल करके देखा क्या ABS path? So what it is giving? It must be giving C colon something, right? The whole path starting with C directory. If you are running from D directory, it will give D colon something. Now if you just want to know the yes, हाँ आयो. See, whenever you import, right, it will just make sure that PYC of OS or of IO, right, will be loaded in your context. So whenever you run it, it will come. If you are not running it, it's not there. But the PYC is respective PYC is present on disk. If it is not present, it will generate it. समझते? But that will get loaded in your context. Let's say you run two programs which are using import IO. In both the contexts, the IO module will be loaded, because both are running with different PVM. So basically both of them are having their own instance of PVM. You started with Python space that, right? So when you start Python, you are actually starting what? PVM as well. Okay. Library असते ना. So when you do hash include stdio.h, right, it results into getting the declarations, and you are linking with libstdc.so or libc.so. Okay, so this libc will be loaded in your context, but it will be actually loaded in RAM only once. If you are calling printf on 50th line, you will look from 50th line. If I am calling on 100th line, I will look from 100th line, but the libc code will be loaded only once. Here PYC will be created only once. If there is no change, the PYC will remain. The same PYC will be loaded in different contexts. Then if you want to know, let's say you get an absolute path. You got a complete absolute path. Okay, let's say you got the details of the path or details of the files from some network location, and then you wanted to just know the names of the files because you wanted to list them down, that what all files are there in the respective directory on server. Well, when you ran a script on server which returned you list of files, it was with absolute path. Now you just wanted to extract what? The name of the file. Okay, then the method name is base name. The method name is base name. To that, if you pass the whole path as an argument, right, what it will do? It will return the name of the last component. So if you see here, it has returned me what? Python.ppt. Now again, it will not verify whether that file is there or not. It's as good as string manipulation. समझ रहे ना? It's as good as string manipulation. स्लैश पे स्प्लिट किया और लास्ट का जो था वो रिटर्न किया. समझ रहे क्या? If I had asked you to return this method, what you would have done? You have taken argument, you would have splitted on slash, and whatever is the last one, you would have written -1 index. समझ रहे क्या? Are you getting it? Everyone? समझताय का? काय सांगितलं मी आता? If I ask you to implement this method, it's simple, right? What you will do? You will take string as argument, you will split on slash, and you will return -1th index. That will be what? Name of the component. Scalar slash var 1, 2, 3, चौथा component, that is -1 index, return it. Are you getting it? Then let's say you want to check whether file exists or not. So there are methods. So it's not like that there are no methods. There are methods. So you can do os.path.exist. So there is a Python directory in my home folder. So I've given this os.path.exist and the name of the file. If that file exists, it's going to return what? True. Now let's say if I make it Python 1, it says false because Python 1 is not there. So this can be used. Before even opening a file, what you can do? You can check if it exists or not, which is internally done by open. Open internally first checks what? Whether that file exists or not, and then it returns an exception, no such file. पाहिली ना तुम्ही ती एक्सेप्शन का नाही? आली ना तुम्हाला एक्सेप्शन ती का नाही आली? You can give full path or relative path, but if you are giving relative path, you should make sure that you are in the corresponding respective relative directory. तिथून ती शोधली गेली पाहिजे, नाही तर परत चुकणार ना. केलं का रन? झालं का? ट्रू फॉल्स बघितलं का? आणि रे काय चाललंय पीव्हीजी मध्ये? टीपीएल बसतोय का? समजतंय का? तेच आहे, माझीच वही आहे ती. मॅडम बसल्या होत्या माझ्या लेक्चरला, एक अख्खी बॅच बसल्या होत्या. आता पेस्ट होती डाची, मग टाइमपास कॉपी पेस्ट. काय झालं? तुम्ही पीएस वापरताय का? हा कुठे? हो, कारण ती डिरेक्टरी नाव नाहीये ना. आर यू गेटिंग इट? आर यू अंडरस्टँडिंग? Okay, then the next method, if you try to just think, right, what all things you will need or what all things you will want, so you will understand that you will check for whether that file exists or not. Okay, then one thing that we want to do is, what happens is we have a set of components and we want to join them and create the path out of it. We want to join that components and create what? Path out of it. So can we do that? So yes, we can do that. There is a join method which can be used to create what? The path. So how? Let me show you an example. So you can do something like this: os.path.join. If I know three components, so I know the components at A, B, C, so it returns me a path. कुठला? हो, नाही तर काय करायचं माहिती का? अलायस करायचं त्याला. import os.path as path किंवा काहीतरी नाव द्यायचं 1. हा, तो 1 देईल आणि वापरेल 1. फक्त नंतर कोणी दुसरा प्रोग्राम बघायला आला तर त्याला झेपणार नाही. त्याला वाटेल 1 हा डिजिट आहे, पण त्याचा 1 हा डिजिट नसून काय असणार आहे? अलायस टू os.path. समजतंय? So if I want to add slash at beginning also, what I can do? स्लॅश टाकला अलीकडे जॉईनला, तेव्हा त्याने काय स्लॅश पण घेतला ना, तो कंपोनंट घेतला आणि सो बेसिकली इट डज व्हॉट? इट कंबाइन्स व्हॉट एव्हर यू हॅव गिवन अँड ॲड सेपरेटर ॲज स्लॅश. आता ही जर का मेथड मला इम्प्लिमेंट करायची असेल तर कॅन आय डू दिस? येस. व्हॉट आय विल डू? आय विल टेक टपल एज अन आर्ग्युमेंट, राईट? आय विल इटरेट ऑन इट. And what I will do? First tuple appended with slash, then again add second tuple, append slash, again add third tuple, add append slash. If it's last tuple, don't add slash. समझते का? समझ रहे क्या कैसा किया होगा ये इम्प्लीमेंटेशन? इट्स अगेन अ स्ट्रिंग मैनिपुलेशन. यस. कहाँ पे? ए के बीच में आया ना. सी ये देखना, अभी अगर तू ये स्लैश नहीं देता है, स्लैश इन लिनक्स slash is a root directory. If you want that, you should give it explicitly, and that has to be what? First one. तो वही मैंने किया ना यहाँ पे, पहले एक बार explicitly slash दिया because I wanted it. हाँ, दो स्लैश क्यों आना चाहिए? व्यू देना बसी बैकस्लैश, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. दो स्लैश आ रहे तो टेंशन मत लो, बिकॉज स्लैश को एस्केप सीक्वेंसिंग लगता है. ओके, तेरे इधर दो स्लैश दिख रहे क्या? तेरा क्वेश्चन क्या था? हाँ हाँ, आया मुझे ध्यान में आया. देख, वो स्लैश इटसेल्फ इज अ रूट. That's why there is no additional slash to it. I got his point. His point is A और B के बीच में वो क्या डाल रहा है? स्लैश. तो स्लैश और A के बीच में स्लैश क्यों नहीं डाल रहा है? बराबर ना? That's your question. Because slash in that case is a root directory. और रूट के बाद तू स्लैश डालेगा तो भी उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. ओके, काय आलं? हाँ, तू काय केलं? इथं स्लॅश टाकला का? हाँ, सॉरी. So if you do something like this, so you did what? A, then slash, then B, then C. So it ignored your first A. Why? Because before root there is no one. समझ रहे क्या? रूट के ऊपर कोई नहीं, भगवान के ऊपर कोई नहीं. Everyone is below that, right? So if you try to add someone before that root, right, or before that God, right, it will end up in creating Ram Rahim. Okay, so there is no one who is above that. समझ रहे ना? That's the case. So it ignores that. Whatever you give before is already that will be ignored. समझते हैं कहाँ? Are you getting it? On Linux system, this is better understood compared to Windows. Again, because Linux gives you the more capabilities with the file path manipulation, and so it is more matured system. Anyways, those who loves Windows, they will have to live with that. But it's really pathetically slow. Then let's say if you want to check whether something is directory or not, right, then there is a method known as isDir. So if you call isDir method, see where you will use join method. If you got, let's say, an Excel sheet, a CSV file where it was mentioned about the components, separate components, and then in the last column the name of the file. So you want to join them so that you get what? You create the whole path. So you'll use their what? Join method. समझ रहे क्या? So is the dir. It returns true if it is a directory. Now it checks that it must be existing one. समझ रहे ना? Is dir will check what? That directory is existing as well as it is a directory. If I give some regular file, what is this? Current directories, huh? See, if I do for a file, there is a file fstat.c that is present. If I do it for a file, it is telling false. Why? Because it is not directory. It's a regular file. समझ रहे क्या? समझ रहे? So isDir you will use to check whether it is a directory or not. Similarly, to check if it is a file or not, there is a method known as isFile. Call the method isFile. द्या की पूर्ण पाथ द्या की. काय संबंध आहे बघ. तू हाँ ऍक्च्युली तो फॉल्स रिटर्न करतो, एरर नाही मारते. हाँ हे बघ की दिलं की बरोबर. तू पाथ चुकवला होता. हाँ so isFile, if you want to check what is the type of file, right, you can do that. नहीं, is type नहीं. हाँ isFile to check whether it is a file or not, and if you want to check the type, there are many such methods. So let's say if you want to get the size of the file, there is a method known as get size. You can call that. Just try calling get size. Then there are methods like get modified time, get changed time, and then get access time. What is access time? Last access, right? What is file modification type? When the file is modified time. When the file is modified, you edited something, right? But when you change the permission, right? What is that? Have you changed the data? You have changed the metadata of that file. You haven't accessed also. You just did what? chmod 077 name of the file. So you changed, you gave permissions to everyone to read, write, execute. Right? Did you went and edited the file? No, but you modified what? Metadata of the file. And when you modify the metadata of the file, right, it is known as inode modification time. It is just inode modification time. It's not data modification time. The modification time will tell you the data modification time. See, there are three timings. One is access time, where you are accessing, there is no change. Another one is modification time, where you modify, go and delete something, add something. That is modification. Third one is you are not neither accessing nor modifying the data of the file, but still you are changing the attributes of the file. Like you are changing the permission, which is known as what? Inode modification time. And that one is mapped to the method get ctime. See, when inode is modified, file is also modified. That is there. But that doesn't change the data. inode नंबर तर असाही बदलत नाही. एकदा दिला की आयुष्यभर तोच, जोपर्यंत तू डिलीट करत नाही तोपर्यंत. तो टाइम जो है, it will be since epoch in milliseconds or seconds or nanoseconds also. काय झालं? काय एरर आहे? काय रे मित्रा, तुझ्याकडनं हे अपेक्षित नाही मला. सेमी डबल कोट्स कोण देणार? विंडोज भंगार नाही, दोन्हीकडे द्यायला लागतं डबल कोट्स. क्लियर आहे का? आर यू गेटिंग इट? ऍक्सेस केली ना, मग ओपन केली म्हणजे ऍक्सेस टाइम बदलली म्हणजे मॉडिफिकेशन टाइम बदलला. फक्त परमिशन्स बदलल्या किंवा ओनर बदलला तर काय बदललं? मॉडिफिकेशन टाइम तर बदलला, पण अजून काय बदलतं? सी टाइम. म्हणजे ऍक्च्युअली सी टाइम इज मॅप टू व्हाट? आयनोड मॉडिफिकेशन टाइम. हाँ, मिली सेकेंड्स में होगा. सिंस इपॉक प्रोबेबली 1 जनवरी 1970, तो इसलिए वो बड़ा टाइम दिखाएगा कुछ. तो epoch is considered as a reference time. So whatever clocks are started, right, they are started with reference to what? Epoch. EPOCH. 1 January 1970 is considered as the start of the clock. तो तेरे कंप्यूटर में जब तू टाइम गेट करता है, राइट, कितने मिली सेकेंड्स इलैप्स हो गए दुनिया के चालू होके, तो वो 1 जनवरी 1970 से कंसिडर करके तुझे बताएगा. समझ रहे? इट्स लाइक अ रेफरन्स क्लॉक, रेफरन्स टाइम. आता 1970 काय आहे ते बघायला लागेल, जरा रिसर्च करायला लागेल त्याच्यावर. विकिपीडियावर वाचू शकतो. बट आय थिंक मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इट माइट बी बिकॉज पोस्ट 1970, राइट, the actual computer system or Unix came into picture, right? So that might be the reason. CMOS तो तेरा वो बैटरी है रे, वो स्टोर करता है. सो दैट वो CMOS का बैटरी क्यों रहता है कि तेरा टाइम हर बार रीसेट नहीं हो 1 जनवरी 1970 को. समझ रहे? CMOS की बैटरी निकाल दे, हर बार तेरे घड़ियाल का टाइम वही दिखेगा. व्हेन यू स्टार्ट इट विल ऑलवेज शो 1 जनवरी 1970. निकाल दे CMOS की बैटरी, हर बार तू दिखेगा तो 1 जनवरी 1970. तू बोलेगा क्या चल रहा है? CMOS बैटरी विल बेसिकली, सो दैट वन डू व्हाट, इट विल प्रोवाइड द पावर वेयर इट विल मेंटेन व्हाट्स द टाइम. तो तूने एक बार क्लॉक को चेंज किया तो वो टाइम वो रेफरेंस रखेगा. तो आपने कभी अगर सिस्टम इंस्टॉल किया होगा और इंटरनेट कनेक्टेड नहीं है, so you'll find that it takes 1 January 1970, and then when you connect to internet, it will automatically get the time from the internet and it will update it. समझते हैं कहाँ? Are you getting it? Okay. Then try to call isLink method and tell me what does that mean? isLink. It returns what? Whether your file that you have passed to that as an argument is a shortcut or not. What is a shortcut? Symbolic link. How we create it on Linux? ln-s. Right? If you just use ln, it creates hard link, and hard link is nothing but what? Another name to the same inode. Okay, so in case of hard link, this isLink method will return what? False. कोई शॉर्टकट होगा ना आपका डेस्कटॉप पे, वो पाथ लो और isLink मेथड को पास करो, you will see that it returns true. S existing फाइल आणि काय शॉर्टकट पाहिजे ते. आता Windows lover for you. In Windows, if you know, right, the name of the path, if you give in caps or in small, it's absolutely fine, right? Because the path names are not case sensitive in case of Windows. So if you want to, let's say, normalize the case to a common case, so everything should come in small letters, right? On Windows, this method is only for Windows. On Linux, it will have no impact. Okay, there is a method known as normcase, N-O-R-M-C-A-S-E, which will do what? It will normalize the case. So case will be, every case will be either converted to uppercase or everything will be converted to lowercase. On Linux, it will be just same thing that you pass. If you pass capital, it will be capital. If you pass small, it will be small. देने दे उसको जो देना है वो. वैसे भी विंडोज पे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? कुछ भी आए फर्क ही नहीं पड़ने वाला ना. कैपिटल आया तो भी चलने वाला है, स्मॉल आया तो भी चलने वाला है. फर्क क्या है? मतलब व्हेन वी सी, राइट, एक छोटा एक बड़ा, उससे अच्छा क्या सब छोटा दिखा या सब बड़ा दिखा? हाँ, शॉर्टकट हैज आइनोड. शॉर्टकट में सिर्फ क्या रहता है? शॉर्टकट में डेटा की जगह पे क्या रहता है? पाथ टू दी ओरिजिनल फाइल, जिसको वो शॉर्टकट है. नया आइनोड रहेगा ना. शॉर्टकट हैज इट्स ओन एग्जिस्टेंस. तू मेन फाइल को डिलीट किया तो शॉर्टकट रहता है या जाता है? रहता है ना. और जब तू शॉर्टकट को क्लिक करता है तो फिर वो बोलता है ब्रोकन लिंक, राइट? बोलता है ना ब्रोकन लिंक. So that's it. So shortcut is there. Shortcut has what? Path to the original file. काय विंडोज वर का राडा as usual. मी एक बनवून दाखवतो तुला. See what I did? I created a shortcut ln-s variable number.c आणि त्याला नाव काय दिलं शॉर्टकटला? VA. So this created the shortcut. Now I go and check here os.path.isLink va. समझते हैं? Similarly, if your path has multiple slashes which are unnecessary, so you want to remove all those extra slashes, you should call norm path. There is a method known as norm path. So extra slashes remove करेल. जे वेडे युजर असतात ना, त्यांना असं वाटतं की आपल्याला सिस्टीमला गंडवायचं आहे. येणार नाही. हां, युजरनी दिलं तरच. रूटचं सोडून बाकी सगळ्याचं त्याने बघ काय केलं. रूटला तो नॉर्मलाइज नाही करत, कारण इट कॅन बी हॅव्हिंग फर्दर डिरेक्टरी इन इट. पण बाकी so I have given multiple slashes. When I use norm path, it will remove all multiple slashes and convert it as one single slash. समजतंय का? Now this is an important one. काय माझे इथे होते. Now in case of symbolic link, right? In case of symbolic link, you might be interested in knowing to which file it is actually pointing, to which file it is a shortcut. So you are interested in original file. The example is this: path.realpath va. va is a symbolic link that I created using ln-s. So if you see, it is printing what? /home/jitendra variable number.c. उसी को हमने शॉर्टकट बनाया था ना. So it shows that. So real path will show you the actual path. Okay, and this is how on Linux you will see that shortcuts can be seen, or when you do ls -l, can you see this? va पासन बघा एक arrow आला, arrow, and that arrow is pointing to where? Variable number.c. That shows that it is what? Symbolic link. You will see here that, how many of you can see here it is coming as L rwx rwx for va. Here for va, if you see here, it is coming as L. That L means what? It's a symbolic link. If there is nothing, that means a regular file, and if it's a directory, you will see that it is coming as a D. ये सब लिनक्स की खासियत है, विंडोज पे कुछ फरक ही नहीं पड़ता. लिंक काउंट 2 नसतो, बरोबर. हाँ, एल नसतो ना. एल कसा असेल ना, लिंक काउंट 2 असेल. हाँ हाँ हाँ, नाही चालत. विंडोजच्या शॉर्टकट वरती इज लिंक चालत नाहीये. सो प्लीज मेक श्योर यू हैव लिनक्स ऑन युअर मशीन. Because, okay, so what she did is, she created a shortcut using ln-s, and then she deleted original file, and then she called real path method. So So real path method showed him the actual real path, but that file is not present. So her question is where this real path is actually stored. Now whenever you create a shortcut, right, the data block of shortcut always contains what? The path to original file. So जैसे मैंने एक फाइल लिखा अभी, right, let's say file handling or os manipulations.py, और उसमें मैं सब अभी फंक्शन लिख रहा हूँ. I am just trying my tryout, I am putting it there. So the way you wrote data of manipulation functions in that file, similarly the data in shortcut is what? Path to the original file. That's it. That's why if you create a shortcut for 4 GB file or a 1 KB file or a 100 MB file, right, the shortcut size still remains 1 KB, because it holds what? It holds the path. Now it will depend on the path, how much bytes it has, the shortcut size will vary. It doesn't depend on the size of the file. Clear hai? Clear to everyone? Neither, otherwise then it is as good as why to create then shortcut. Now let's say if you want to know the extension, so os dot path dot split ext slash home slash Jitendra slash variable no dot c. So when you want to split it on extension, you can do this, split ext. So it will take out dot c separate, it will return in a tuple dot c as a separate entry and the previous part as a separate. So I just got what out from this? I just got the extension of the file, split ext. Clear hai? Simple it. These are straightforward functions. Again it's a string manipulation. तुम्हाला पण करता येईल. काय करायचं? Go to last one, come back from that, wherever you get dot, or basically tokenize on split on dot, whatever remains in the next is a extension. समझ रहे ना? ये methods हम खुद भी लिख सकते हैं. So are you getting what is my next assignment? So what is your homework which is to be done next week? You have to implement your own path manipulation module. You have to write your own path manipulation module. At least the basic methods which are of string manipulation. I don't expect you need to perform isdir, but I expect that अगर split ext आता है तो वो चलना चाहिए, norm path आता है तो वो चलना चाहिए, norm case आता है तो वो चलना चाहिए. Whatever are the string manipulation functions, they should work.
How to see these methods from help?
Import os.path and then help os.path. समजलं का? बरं नाही का? भरपूर कंपन्या येऊन गेल्या काय? नाही ना? Okay, then this one os dot path dot same file va comma काय रे काय आलं? Okay, see this now. If you have two paths and let's say they are referring to same file, so you want to check that whether both the paths refer to same file, you can do this. Os dot path dot same file. There is a method known as same file to which I have passed one argument is a symbolic link. आपण आत्ता बनवली नाही का? And second is the original file. So let's say if you want to check whether two shortcuts are to the same file or not, you can use this same file method. Not on Windows but on Linux. Two files are different but both of them point to same file. VA is a symbolic link to variable no.c and second one is itself variable no.c. दोघांचा inode different आहे पण पहिल्याचा जो inode आहे त्याच्यामध्ये डेटा जो आहे तो कोणाचा आहे, कोणाला पॉइंट करतोय, तो त्यालाच पॉइंट करतोय ना, समजतंय का? os dot path dot same file, va is a shortcut to variable no dot c, that's why it's returning true. क्लियर है कहा? क्लियर बोलो. हाँ नहीं ना, तू इसमें वो क्या करेगा, सेम फाइल को वो कंसीडर करेगा उसका रियल पाथ और वो कंपेयर करेगा दोनों के रियल पाथ. सी दिस os dot path dot same file does what, it calls real path method. real path method will return you the actual path of that file. दूसरे फाइल पे भी रियल पाथ कॉल करेगा, वो भी एक्चुअल पाथ मिलेगा, वो दोनों को कंपेयर करेगा. अगर वो दोनों सेम है तो सेम फाइल विल रिटर्न ट्रू, अगर वो दोनों अलग है तो सेम फाइल विल रिटर्न फॉल्स. internally it calls real path, it has to call real path. Clear hai ka? Clear to everyone? And those who think that now they are pretty much confident on the basic programs, right, they should try to write these all methods as well. Is dir, is file, is exist. Okay, hint is you will have to use stat module. There is a stat module in Python that you will have to use, that is the hint. समझते का? Is file, is dir, you need to actually check it, right? So if you remember, there is a system called stat and stat. Those system calls can be used to check whether or to check the statistics of the file. So there is a Python module which can be used to perform these checks. Using that you can actually implement the is file method, is dir method, right? Those can be implemented. So those few of you are there who have done almost 70-80% of assignments, they can take this to that level. Clear hai ka? Again, what's the use of it? You will understand how things work behind. You will say, sir, काय उपयोग याचा? सर ऑलरेडी एक्झिस्टिंग आहे, तुम्ही कशाला आम्हाला लिहायला लावताय? तुम्हाला कळेल ना त्याने कसं लिहिलंय. So let's say tomorrow there is no path module. Your client says that you should not use path module. मग तुम्ही काय कराल? तुम्ही त्याला म्हणाल का नाही नाही आम्ही करून देत नाही, जा निघून. Are you understanding? Clear hai ka? So you will find that we try to do those assignments only which are existing in module. Config parser we did why we did? उद्या नाही आहे एखादा पण config parser. Then you will start thinking मी काय करू? मग मला फोन कराल, सर असं असं करायचंय. मग then what's the use? If I have taught you, you will be using it. That's why I try to understand what happens behind, because when there is nothing you should be able to do it. हाँ असेल ना. काय म्हणतो? Split drive, split a path name into drive and path. On POSIX drive is always empty. लिहिलंय त्याने. लिनक्स वरती काय मिळणार नाही. whereas on Windows you will get probably the drive name separately. चला विंडोज वाले खुश व्हाल जरा, ही मेथड कॉल करा. स्प्लिट ड्राइव, पूर्ण पाथ द्या एक absolute path c:/something something and call this split drive method. करेक्ट. लिहून तर घे मेथडची नावं, कशी लक्षात राहणार आहेत? काय? हा ब्लँक देतो ना, तेच सांगितलं ना त्याने, कारण ड्राईव्ह नसतो ना. सो तिथे बाकीच्यांच्याकडे काय माहिती का, सी ड्राईव्ह आणि पाथ येईल पुढचा. स्प्लिट ड्राईव्ह मध्ये काय आलं, सी आणि मग बाकीचं उरलेलं वेगळं, राईट? समजताय का? ऑन लिनक्स इट विल बी एम्प्टी. हा ठीक आहे ना, दॅट इज ओके. The next important one is walk. The most important method in this os.path is walk. बाकी सगळ्यात चिल्लर पिल्लर method आहेत का? They are just checking or they are doing what? File manipulation, means they are doing string manipulation. But walk method is something which can be used to walk through the directory. Let's say I want to walk through the directory. There is one directory, in that I want to walk through. That means वॉकिंग म्हणजे मला काय करायचं आहे, आय वॉन्ट टू गो ट्रायव्हर्स इन दॅट डिरेक्टरी. Now there is a chance that there might be again directory in it, so I want to traverse that as well. So walk method can be used to do what? Recursive traversal in directory. Okay, so let me show you an example of that. We'll do that example. In the meantime, do read the description that is given over there. वाचा जरा description. What you see in os.path, os.path.walk, if you see, you will find that it is taking 3 arguments, top, func and arg. दिसतंय का? हेल्प बघा ना, हेल्प ऑफ os.path केलं का? नाही येणार. os.path येते ना, os.path चा हेल्प येते का? os.walk आहे तुमच्या इथे. हे 3.x वरती बहुतेक os.walk आहे. 2.7 वाले os.path मध्ये walk नावाची मेथड आहे. 3.x वाले आय थिंक इट्स देअर इन os मॉड्यूल इटसेल्फ. हा, os.walk आहे. हा, खूप मोठा आहे ना. किती आर्ग्युमेंट आहेत तुमच्या इथे? 3 आहेत ना. 4 वर 0.x वरती किती आर्ग्युमेंट आहेत? 4 आहेत का? ओके. 2.7 वरती 3 आहे. आपण आधी 2.7 च्या रेफरन्सनी समजून घेऊया. ओके, so that it will be easier and then we can extend it to 0.x. So this is an example. Now what we are trying to do is, in this example we are trying to iterate through a directory. Okay, walk through that directory recursively, and then we are trying to find out how many C files are there, how many CPP files are there, how many Python files are there, and then how many other files are there or header files are there. Okay, so if you just see main, you'll see that. So I'm just doing this. os.path.walk, the directory which I want to walk recursively. The second argument is the callback function which should be executed while traversing. The second argument is the callback function which is invoked by walk method to traverse the whole directory. Okay, and third argument is the string argument or additional arguments if you want to pass anything to that function. This directory traverse will be passed as an argument to callback function. See, walk method is going to do what? Iterate. So on whom to iterate? That is the first argument, right? Then while iterating, there are going to be multiple things, multiple files. So which callback function should be invoked so that you get all those list of directories, files, and you can walk through them. So that's why you need what? A callback function which gets invoked. Okay, and third argument is what? The argument which you want to pass as an additional argument to callback function. First argument is what? The directory which you want to walk. Second argument is what? When you are going to walk, right, you are going to get what? List of directories in it, list of files in it, right, so that you can traverse it. So that callback function is invoked once it populates what? Those directory names, list names. And the third argument that is passed to the walk method is an additional argument which is passed as an argument to callback method. Which is passed as an argument to callback method. मतलब ये जो argument है ना, ये directory traverse, ये argument आगे किसको जाने वाला है? Callback method को भी जाने वाला है. समझ रहे क्या? Walk method को 3 argument गए, उसके अंदर उसने ये function को call किया, ये function callback को call करते समय उसने ये argument उसको pass किया. समझ रहे? If you pass empty, it will pass empty. Now if you go and see the callback function, so this is the callback function. So that argument, that directory traverse will come here as arg, first one. Then second argument coming in callback is what? List of directories. And third argument that is coming in is what? List of files. Are you getting it? While walking, In a directory, you are going to encounter what? Directories and files in it. So those two things should come as an argument to this callback method. And the first argument is what? An additional argument that you pass to walk method will come over here. Okay. Now what's the use of that argument? You can specify there something like filter criteria and then use that filter criteria over here to filter it out. Right now I am directly parsing all C, CPP, everything. There in that arg I can pass that I just want CPP count. So when I come here, I will check that arg value. If it says CPP count, I will just count only what? CPP file. समझ रहे क्या? Are you getting it? You will say sir फिर उसका मतलब हम ही specify कर रहे हैं, हम ही use कर रहे हैं ना, वही तो purpose है. That's why it is an additional argument. If you don't pass, still it's going to be an empty argument. Okay. Now if you see below what we are doing for file 1 in files. So we are iterating in this files list for file 1 in files. What I am doing next step, if file 1 dot ends with .py, py count plus plus, if file name dot ends with .c, c count plus plus, if it is ending with cpp, cpp count plus plus, if it ends with .h, h count plus plus, other count plus plus. समझ रहे क्या? Are you getting it? Are you understanding? Right? And the most important advantage is what? It does a recursive walk. So list of files will contain the list of all the files of subdirectories as well. It will not be just top directory list of files, but it will be list of files present in subdirectories as well. So whatever directory, let's say I give a home directory, in that there is a CPP directory, then there is a Python directory, there is a C directory, and there is a data structure directory. CPP directory has 100 programs, C directory has 150, data structure has 50, Python has let's say 150. Right, and I gave that home directory as an argument. Now the list of files will contain all files in the subdirectories as well. And the directories list will contain what? CPP directory, C directory, Python directory, and data structure directory. समझते हैं क्या? Are you getting it? And then it will return you the respective count. It will return you the respective count, because what we are doing is, now here I have taken them as global variable. So this program has an additional thing as well. What is that additional thing? You will see that there is a global variable C count, CPP count, right? Then there is a, देख रहे हैं ना पूजा आप? C count, CPP count, then PY count, right? Header count, all count variables, and then those global I am using here. Now whenever you are using global variable and you want to modify the global variable in a function, you should write like this: global and space name of that variable, global space name of that variable. अगर आप वो लिखोगे then only it will work, otherwise what will happen? That will be local variable, global variable में change नहीं होगा. मतलब अगर मैंने ऐसे कुछ तो किया, x equal to 10, def foo x equal to 100, print x, okay, and then I write if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equal underscore underscore main underscore underscore print x, then call to foo, and then again print x. Tell me what will be the output? क्या आएगा आउटपुट? 10. कंट्रोल विल कम हियर, क्या प्रिंट करेगा? 10. फिर फू में जाएगा, फिर क्या प्रिंट होगा? यस 100. फिर now when control comes back here, what it will print? 100 या 10? ideally our thought will be what? It should print what? 100. Why? Because I am changing x, right? And I have defined it in a global scope. So I think that global x is modified, but that doesn't happen. It creates this x as a local variable which is part of foo, and it just changes that x. There is no change in this x. समझ रहे? समझ रहे? So you wanted to change global x, right? So you should do what? So in this scenario the output will be 10, 100, 10, and when you write global x, then output will be 10, 100, 100. Because you tell him explicitly कि यहाँ पे जो कोई भी x यूज होने वाला है वो कौन से स्कोप का यूज करना है? ग्लोबल का. समझ रहे हैं? Are you getting it? Yes. हो, कस्टमाइज वर्क बरोबर ना. तो अख्ख्या हायरार्की मध्ये जाऊनच तुला लिस्ट ऑफ फाइल्स देतो. मैं तो फक्त तुझ्या डिरेक्टरीतले देत नाही. Depth we might have to check, but from the arguments it doesn't look like we can specify the depth. It is used for crawlers. एकच मिनिट. हा नाही, तिथे ऑप्शन नाहीच आहे आर्ग्युमेंट मध्ये, तर काही नाही. See now. So if you try to see, okay, let me zoom it out. फक्त काही wanted to check if this one gets on. आली तिकडे पॉवर. नाही का? म्हणजे ठीक आहे, तू म्हणते तसं पण पॉसिबिलिटी आहे, बट लेट मी जस्ट चेक. येते का तिकडे काही? थांबा 2 मिनिटं. येईल. होल्ड ऑन. हां, हे दिसतंय का? ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट. त्याला परत कुठेतरी खटका असेल आता. हां, समोर ओढायचं ते, राईट. दिसतंय ना. So if you see here, I do this. So it says how many Python files? 9 Python files. C files are 2, CPP files are 2, headers are 3, and others are 9. Okay, and I had given this path, this generic path, the same directory is given as argument to house.path.walk. If you see below, see that /home/Jitendra Python generic. The directory in which we are right now, right? Same thing is given over here. If you see here, home Python generic. Right? Now if you see here, star.cpp. So it says there are 2 CPP files, right? Can you see that? If I do star.c, there is only one C file. Now where is that other one? That other one is present in test directory. The other one is present in test directory. समझ रहे क्या? Are you getting it? So it recursively traverses and populates things. Okay. For crawler, right, they are not like directory. When you are doing a web crawler, right, they are not present in a directory structure. So web crawler, this might not be useful, but if you want to crawl, let's say some server path, you can crawl using this. For web crawler, you will have to use something different. This will not work. You will have to write your own crawler where you parse things and then you basically parse the tags and then move on. Clear? Are you getting it? So this is the program of that, and this, as I have shown you, this is present in the generic folder. We'll do it later, okay, but I hope it is understood at least. So if you see, these are the methods, so it's already there in our module. Now these are some more modules which I want you to do. So your next to next week's homework is write a program so stat already I mentioned, right, where you will have to use it. Write a program to compare 2 files using shutil module. shutil, बरेच जण शटिल म्हणतात किंवा शुटिल म्हणतात. It's not shutil or shuttle or shuttle. It's shutil. So it is clearly mentioned. Utility functions for copying and archiving files and directory trees. Okay. Next homework is next to next week. Write a program to accept a directory path from user and generate zip file of the content of that directory. Accept the directory path from user and generate the zip file of all the content of that directory. आणि मी तुम्हाला जर का मॉडेल दाखवलं ना तर तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल की अरे किती सोपं आहे. जर का तुम्ही इथे खाली तुम्हाला मी दाखवतोच मेथड, म्हणजे इट इज नॉट मोर दॅन 5 minutes वर्क. दिसते का तुम्हाला मेथड? दिसते का? बस. This is the method. Create an archive file, example of zip or tar. So if you use import shutil, then accept the path name, the directory path name, and then you have to just do what? shutil dot make archive, give the path name as it is and the name of the zip file that you want or the format that you want. So if you want zip, give zip. If you want tar, you give tar. If you want bz2, give that one. So it is given. and that's it. The zip is done. तुम्हाला आधी वाटलं असेल ना केवढा काहीतरी मोठा प्रोग्राम आहे. How many of you thought that make this creating archive will be a big program? So it's a single line program. Clear है का? SHUtil is a very nice module. So you can think of, you are going through it. So that's why these different models, that's why I have mentioned. Then look at temp file. You have to, now temp file is a something which you can explore just as an offline exploration and try to see what it does. Sometimes you want to do file handling, okay, but you don't want to persist that file in disk. What you can do? Create temp file. Use temp file module and create it. Create it, use it. When you are out, your program is done, the file is gone. The way we do it in map, mmap. Anybody has used mmap? Memory map IO. Morris Bach शिकलेले, Linux system programming शिकलेले. हाँ? So mmap is a system call which can be used to map a file to a RAM, and then after that if that file is deleted or closed, it doesn't matter. What happens is it takes the whole data of the file and bring it into the RAM. So you can perform the operation, and then you, while closing, you update your file back. Your content will be updated there. mmap, you can see. Is this clear? Custom format नाही आहे. zip tar किंवा त्याने जे दिलेत ना bz tar तेच, वेगळं काही करू नको कस्टम. क्लियर आहे का? हो, आपलं स्वतःचं फंक्शन लिहायचं ना. रॅपर क्रिएट आर्काइव्ह नावाचं फंक्शन लिहिशील, त्याला तो आर्ग्युमेंट मध्ये काय देशील? डिरेक्टरी आणि फॉर्मॅट, आणि आतमध्ये कोणाला कॉल करशील? मेक आर्काइव्ह. नाही आपण लिहू शकतो, तू लिहू शकतो, बट फॉर दॅट देन यू विल हॅव टू यूज व्हॉट? टार कमांड. सिस्टीमची कमांड तुला वापरायला लागेल टार नावाची, जी वापरून तुला करता येईल. सो यू कॅन यूज टार cvf or cvzf or tar zip also. So you can use respective. आहेत cz फक्त असेल zip साठी. So c is for create and others are the type that you want to create. That you can do. That's what I'm telling. See, if you try to explore, right, it's huge. You can write your own module and learn what that does. Clear है का? Is this clear? Clear to everyone? Is this clear? Any doubts in file handling? हाँ, write a program. homework ला write a program. पहिले तर मी जो लिहिलाय ना वॉकचा मेथड, तीच अख्खा तोच प्रोग्राम लिहायचा. That is first homework. Okay. Second homework is write a program to accept a directory from user and list of extensions of file which are to be counted. List of extensions of the files which are to be counted. आता आपण जो लिहिला आता बघितलेला वॉक आहे तो डायरेक्टली हार्ड कोडेड कोणाला बघतोय? सी, सीपीपी, पायथन आणि अदर्स. याच्याऐवजी आता काय येईल? यू विल गेट डिरेक्टरी नेम ॲज अन आर्ग्युमेंट, यू विल गेट लिस्ट ऑफ एक्सटेन्शन्स ॲज अन आर्ग्युमेंट. तो युजर देईल ते, त्याच्या आतमधले ऑटोमॅटिकली होणार आहे ना. वॉक मेथड ऑटोमॅटिकली गोज थ्रू रिकर्सिव्हली. सो वाय यू आर वरिंग? You pass the base directory, it will go in all the directories, populate all the files. त्यामुळे तू का टेन्शन घेतो? त्याचं टेन्शन आहे ते. नाहीतर मग आपल्याला रिकर्सिव्हली वॉक कॉल करायला लागला असता. रिकर्सिव्हली आपल्याला वॉक करायला लागला असता ना. एक डिरेक्टरी, मग त्याच्यात वॉक केलं, मग त्याच्या आतली दुसरी डिरेक्टरी त्याच्यात वॉक केलं. ते सगळं काम कोण करतं? पायथन os.path.walk. क्लियर आहे का? सो when you write this program, you will be extending it to have this directory and list of files. नाही दाखवत ना, फक्त सब डिरेक्टरीतलं दाखवायला वेगळी कमांड आहे. हे बघ डिरेक्टरी डिरेक्टरीज दाखवतो ना. तुला मी सांगतो बघ ls नुसतं केलं तर काय दिसतंय तुला. टेस्ट मधली डिरेक्टरी दिसते का. टेस्ट मधल्या फाईल्स दिसत आहेत का. कुठे 1.h 1.c कुठे दिसत आहेत का सांग मला. आय थिंक इट्स कॅपिटल चुकलं. दाखवतो. नाही 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 कॅपिटल इन नाही 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 काय आहे बरं थांब. यू कॅन डू इट. म्हणजे काहीतरी एक ऑप्शन आहे ls ला. क्लियर आहे का. इज इट क्लियर. क्लियर टू एव्हरी वन. So if you just try to see where we have reached is we have gone through this. So I'm just will do a flashback for 5 minutes so that you can recall that these all things I have taught, because now as I had already said, right, we are standing at a point now where from this your basics needs to be clear. Then only you will understand it and you will enjoy it. Otherwise it will be just like चल रहा है मूवी देखने गए चला तो चला नहीं समझा तो नहीं समझा. It's gone. So it will not should not be like that. So we have gone through this history, popularity, hello universe, whether it is interpreted, compiled or both. We saw this, right. Then there were some general guidelines. This is the history. Guido van Rossum is the author. Then it's right now this is not updated, but if you see the rank of Python is much better than what it was in the previous years. When I created this presentation, after that there is an updation to the rank. So Python is most popular and highly paying technology. So you'll make more money if you know Python. So then these are the reasons for popularity. It's a multi-paradigm. So it's procedural, object oriented, functional, everything is there. That's why it's known as general purpose language. So it's not fixed just that I will use it in web or I will just use it in automation testing. It's everywhere. For web you will go for Django, which is based on Python. For testing you will go for the C Python, which we are right now learning. Okay. And if you want to do an application development, you will have an additional Python modules which will support what application development. That's readable, reusable, everything is there. So it can easily invoke C, C++ things as well, implemented in C, hence execution is faster. The most important point is it is open source. So you can download the Python source code and you can do the changes. You can download the Python source code and do the changes. So you can download the Python source code and go to the list.py and just try to see what is there. Just for the sake of understanding what is there, you can do that. समझते का? Then who all using it? So these are all. So there is no one who says that I am not using Python. Everyone is using Python. What can be done? Everything. So this system programming, GUI, internet scripting, database programming, rapid prototyping, numeric, scientific programming, games, everything. IoT, XML, JSON, everything. This is what we had seen. Hello Universe program. Right? Can you recall this? So we had changed the permission, the shebang line. Can you recall shebang line? ध्यान दो अभी इधर जरा थोड़ा flashback कुछ याद आया तो. Right? Shebang line says the path from where the interpreter is to be located and used for the further execution. Then this was the diagram which we saw. Python is both compiled as well as interpreted. Compiled for a virtual machine, interpreted by virtual machine for actual machine. Then these are the general guidelines that I had already given you, and I think every one of us follow this. So those who want to do PyLint or Pipet run, right, they can do that. Do I have PyLint? I need to check. I am not having PyLint. Do I have Pipet? No. Okay, we'll show you. In the background, let me start my internet. So we can use different things for this. Pip install, we will see it can be used to install third party Python packages. Is this clear? So this was the first one that we saw. Then this was the most important one, because this covers the basics of programming or understanding the language syntax. So data types and containers, then operators, control flow. It's again a storyline. If you recall, you'll be able to remember it. Command line arguments we will see now because we have missed it, and then modules and packages. So data types, it's a dynamically typed language. Whatever type you assign, it becomes of that type. Numbers, data model. Data model, can you recall? Python follows what? Reference model. For primitive types, it follows value model, but for objects, it follows what? Reference model. Then these are the containers: string, list, tuple, set, dictionary. These are the operators: arithmetic, relational, logical, bitwise, membership and identity. Selection statement. So when you come to control flow, first thing that you do is selecting. If something is like this, if it's Saturday, go to Bhandarkar Road. Else if Sunday, go to Sadashivpet. Else it's other day, go to office. So that's the selection. Then comes the iteration. So while class is not over, keep on coming. While class is not over and there is no other priority work. So in that while loop, you have another if, where if it is a priority work, go to that, you are not coming to the class. समझ रहे ना? While else we already saw the else part is there added by Python only, and this else gets executed when your loop terminates successfully, not because of any jump statement like break. Return झाला तर control is going to go back. There is no way of else getting executed. But if you have break getting executed, the else part will not execute. Then the jump statement, break, continue, pass, return. हो, एल्सचा उपयोग काय आहे? तुला काही गोष्टी सक्सेसच्या केसमध्ये करायच्या आहेत, फक्त ब्रेक झाला तर करायच्या नाहीयेत. मग काय करशील? मग तुला ॲडिशनल चेक टाकायला लागेल ना, की हॅव आय ब्रोक आउट बिकॉज ऑफ. जसं आपण प्राईम नंबरचा प्रोग्राम ओनली, राईट? प्राईम नंबर प्रोग्राम वी यूज दिस एल्स. If you run in that loop for starting from 3 number by square root of number, आठवते का prime number program? Square root of number and then we have to use range where we do +2, बरोबर ना? +2 करत होतो ना, right? So what we did, if we enter in else, that means what? The number is prime, nobody divided it. आठवते का? किती जणांनी रिवाइज केले? How many of you are revising? भाई, अगर आप रिवाइज नहीं करोगे तो इट्स गॉन, कुछ नहीं हो सकता फिर. तो था ही कितने दिन रे रिवाइज कर रहा है. Anyways, he was there in the previous batch. कभी भी ऐसे ही था, फ्राइडे की तरह आता था, चांद की तरह. अभी बोल रहा है तबीयत ठीक नहीं है. तेरा इंटर्नशिप खत्म हो गया क्या? So this is the main that we had seen. So now I will update this presentation also, and I will write the main function and I will call that from here. That becomes a better representation of main. समझ रहे ना? This is a representation of main, but if you want to map it to the procedural languages like C, right, then you need a function named as main. So I will update it. जँगो मध्ये तर अंडरस्कोर तर खूपच आहेत आणि @ पण दिसले असतील. दिसलेत ना @? हां, @ दिसले की त्याला म्हणायचं डेकोरेटर. Then we came to functions, right? So when we came to function, we saw this parameter. This is the default argument, बरोबर ना? This keyword passing, आठवत आहे का? एवढं तरी आठवायला हरकत नाही. हा, then we had seen this variable arguments. Variable arguments is star args. So whatever you pass, n number of arguments you can pass. Then we had seen variable arguments and dictionary. So we had seen it separately, but we can club it into one itself. So if you look at this, it's A, B, star arg, star star, X arg. X arg is a dictionary. So A will take, for this call, A will take 1, B will take 2, then 1, 2, 3 will go to args, and name and surname will go to X args. समजतंय का? आठवतंय का? We've seen this. Similarly here, 1 will go to A, 2 will go to B. For args there is nothing, it will go as empty, and name and surname will go to X args. स्ट्रिंग नाही, डिक्शनरी, की व्हॅल्यू पेअर. जे काही तुम्ही समथिंग इक्वल टू समथिंग करून लिहिलंय ना, ते सगळं कशाला मॅप होतं? एक्स आर्सला. आणि तिथं स्टार स्टार लावलाय. पायथन मध्ये स्टार एवढ्याच ठिकाणी आहे, अदरवाइज देर इज नो स्टार इन पायथन. तुम्ही शिकला नसता. हा, डिक्शनरी पर्पज असं म्हणतोय का तू? नाव तू त्याला काही पण दे की, स्टार स्टार जितेंद्र म्हण, इट विल बी ऑफ टाइप डिक्शनरी. एक्स आर्ग इज जस्ट अ लॉजिकल नेम टू इट. एकाला आर्ग्स म्हटलंय तर दुसऱ्याला एक्स आर्ग्स म्हटलंय. हा, डबल स्टार मेक्स इट डिक्शनरी. सिंगल स्टार इज अ टपल. हा, देन आपण हे नव्हतं बघितलं ऍक्च्युली. सो इफ यू वॉन्ट टू गिव्ह अ कमेंट टू अ फंक्शन, यू कॅन डू दिस. फंक्शनचं नाव डेफच्या खाली ट्रिपल कोट्स मध्ये you should give a comment, and now when you do help on this variable arguments demo, right, you will see that this gets printed. दाखवतो. बरेच जण ऑ झालेत. ऑ काय चाललंय? लेट मी शो यू. CD basics. हाँ चला. Sorts, accepted words. हाँ काय लिहिलंय? मेन लिहिलंय ना, बघ ना इथे मेन ब्लॉक लिहिलाय ना. इफ स्टेटमेंट लिहिलंय ना. मला माहिती तुला हे अपेक्षित आहे ना आता. हा, ते या बॅच पासून ऍड केलंय. हे मागच्या बॅचचे प्रोग्राम आहेत. So I am also improving batch by batch. Sorts accepted words. ठीक है. So that's the help string. The name of the file is what? Sort underscore words.py. So you start Python prompt and then you do import. चालतंय. इंडेंटेशन चुकवलंय. अरे नाही नाही, चॉकलेट नाही. लगेच मला माहिती तुम्ही चॉकलेट मागणार ते. डोंट वरी, because this is my previously I was doing on another laptop and this is another one. I think it is expecting what? Just a minute. Okay. बेस्ट वे आता मी हे करतो. काय म्हणतो? रॉ इनपुट ना, रॉ इनपुट आपण वापरत नाही, ते पण मी सांगितलं ना डेप्रिकेटेड आहे. रॉ इनपुटनी काय होतं की इट्स लाईक अ इनपुट ऑफ 3.x. वी हॅड ऑलरेडी रिटन अ टेबल. आता गेली ती एरर. import sort underscore खाली गेलं ना, import sort underscore words, and now I do help sort underscore words. So if you do it on the file name, it will just show you help on module sort words, name of the module, the file corresponding, and then whatever functions you have defined, those all functions, and if you have written some help string, that will come here. समझते का? So to generate documentation for Python programs, it's easier. You comment them, you have the comments, you have the doc string, and then what do you do? Just redirect the output of this to a file. You have what? Help page. Clear आहे का? So हे आपण बघितलेलं. हा, then the command line arguments. Now what is command line arguments? So whenever you run a program, let's say you run a program Python space, now I have here one program. So if you give this, so 1 2 3 are what? Command line arguments. What is the use of them? So at the start itself you know the arguments and you can perform some processing using that. For example, let's say I write a copy script. I am copying source file to destination file. I want to accept source file name and destination file name as an argument, as a command line argument. So when my program starts, I want those arguments to come in. I don't want to accept it from user through input, but through command line I want to take it. Okay, that can be done. In C we do it through int argc char star argv, right? In Python we do it using sys.argv module. So these all are there. So there are ते लावूया की even that is okay रे. कशाला ह्याला नाही नाही, it's all treated as string by default. So if you see this small program, so if you see, we are importing sys and sys has this argv. Argv is a list, okay, list of all arguments. It includes your name of the file as well. Minimum argument 1 is going to be always there. What is that? Python space your name of the file, right? So name of the file becomes what? First argument. Name of the file is what? First argument, and that's why if you see the count that it has printed is 4. The count that it has printed is 4. You passed only 1 2 3, but it printed 4. Why? Because command line args was first one. Now if you want to print all the arguments, you can do this. I just want to इथे spaces आहेत. Good. For x in sys dot argv print x. See, the first is getting printed is name of the file, and then 1 2 3. So all command line arguments are getting printed. So our next point is write a program. हाँ, रिवीजन में मुझे अभी प्रोग्राम करने की याद, तो विल डू इट. राइट अ प्रोग्राम to copy source file to destination file by accepting name of files on through command line. by accepting name of files or by passing name of files as arguments. This statement is more better. By passing name of files as command line arguments. पानी दे रहे हैं. समझते हैं? So we'll see that tomorrow. You have to just give a thought on it. The command line arguments that we saw right now, they all are positional arguments. They are positional, right? So let's say I write here Python command line args.py, src file and destination file. So it will take that as an argument. But now by mistake, instead of source file, I write des file first and then source file. My script is going to copy destination file into source file. So I need some mechanism by which if I write before or after, still it gets distinguished as what? Source or destination. So something like this, like -d destination and -s as source. Now if I give it first also, khali gela. So if I give it first also or second also, does it matter? Because it will just do what? It will treat it as what? I will parse on -d. So whatever comes after -d, I will treat it as destination. Whatever comes after -s, I will treat it as source. समझ रहे? Are you getting it? There is a built-in module which does this. Okay. The name is argparse. So we'll see that tomorrow. Okay. So I'm not giving any program. Actually, I would have asked you to do this, but it's fine. Okay. But I want to make sure that you are doing the previous program. Those who have already done the assignment, right, they can just try this out, and what they can do is just try to parse the command line -d के बाद जो आया है उसको destination file treat करो, -s के बाद जो आया है उसको source file treat करो. क्लियर है? और अगर -d नहीं आता है या -s नहीं आता है, so give the error, throw the error that the file is not specified. Clear है क्या? Those who have done, because few of you have done already the previous assignments. Others, please focus on the previous one. Okay, this is the last week that we have where I want everyone to make sure that they have done the assignments, or at least their logical thinking has to be clear. Because उसके बाद अभी आप अगर ये presentation folder देखोगे, you will realize that one is object oriented, then regular expression, sub process, iterators, generators, then modules and packages, exception handling, pickling. Pickle will not take more than half an hour. More than half an hour it will not take, because it's just a import pickle module and then pickle.load and pickle.dump and pickle.loads and pickle.dump. That's it. That's the method which does the serialization and deserialization. Okay. Now the time where we will be spending more time, RE, sub process, okay, object oriented, understanding that, and then writing the programs based on that. Okay. So but for that our first basic thoughts should be clear. Procedural programming तो clear होना चाहिए ना, फिर उसके बाद object oriented समझेंगे. So these all most, so the time taking will be this RE will take 2 days, then sub process will take 2 days, then this exception handling is a 1 day thing, pickling will take, as I said, half a day, modules and packages will take a day, object oriented programming conceptually it will take, to understand the concepts like polymorphism, that which applies to all the languages, inheritance, that it's a 1 day activity, and then doing the programs will be probably a 2 weeks. So hardly somewhere around by Diwali we should be able to complete it, or post Diwali we might need 2-3 lectures. Okay, so those who are just thinking, or those who want to know that where we have reached, that's where we have reached. And then in the last lecture we cover this, in last 2 lectures, where we try to do the database connection using Python, then HTML parsing, XML parsing. Okay, so we'll understand those modules. Now we are at a point where exploring Python is our activity, so doing the modules, and then the two other models that we have discussed. So we'll see virtual, ENV and Paramco. Okay, is that clear? Clear to everyone? So please make sure that you are getting basics clear. Though the first four things look only 4, but if you see, we have spent almost 2.5 months. When we started? 9 July, right? So 9th August, 9 September. So 2 months, right? 2 months have passed and we are into basics. So according to our estimates, we are on right track. Is that clear? So please do it. It will help. Doing will help you yourself. दोरी फक्त ती खिडकी बंद करशील. हां, नेक्स्ट वीक आधी आपण उब्स घेऊया आणि मग आरीकडे जाऊया. कारण मी मागच्या वेळेला पण तो सिक्वेन्स चेंज केला होता, फक्त इथे नंबरिंग चेंज नाही आहे. बट आय टूक ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड फर्स्ट बिकॉज देन वी कॅन अंडरस्टँड आरी फ्रॉम बोथ दी पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह. उद्या पायथन मध्ये विल कंटिन्यू विथ दिस आर्क पार्स मॉड्यूल. अंडरस्टँडिंग बेसिकली आता काय मॉड्यूल्स एक्सप्लोर करणे पायथनचे जास्तीत जास्त. दॅट्स दी ऍक्टिव्हिटी. पंकज होमवर्क करा. हो नाही नाही हरकत नाही, बट होमवर्क कर. समजलं म्हणून मी तुला लिनक्सला का आता नको बसव म्हटलं.